Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays Planet Coaster, where we have received a $1,000 reward, aka like 0.4% of our present net worth. How much do you think we could get in a loan? I mean, I know that you can only get $4,000 loans, but that's not realistic. We run a park that's bringing in we got $250 in the bank. We've lost money this month, but who knows the reasoning for that. How much do you think we can get if we went to the bank in real life? You think they give us a couple mil? I think they give us a couple mil. Two times your yearly operating income, right? That's not a couple $1,000,000 now that I think about it. So we built Jude Law in 2004. Probably the worst name for any ride in the entire park. But that's okay. Now we're going to throw down the most boilerplate scenery plausible around it. Like, hey dude, you know what Jude Law in 2004 loved? Did he love his co-star, Julia Roberts and/or Natalie Portman, in the classic Mike Nichols film, Closer? Probably. He was the least critically acclaimed member of that movie, which I always thought was unfortunate. I like Jude Law. I've got nothing against Jude Law. I also like that if you play your cards right, you can kind of say his name in a Sean Paul voice and create oh, that's too big. And create a sweet Judy Law, something like that. Figured we'd throw one of those down there. It just looks nice at the outset of the park. Planet scenery perfection? Sure, why not, dude? Although I don't want to take up too much of this real estate right here. I do want to see if some people will go on this. We already have an 81% queue. That is awesome. Okay. I didn't realize that just placing $1,000 worth of bullshit there would be enough to get that job done, but it is indeed. So we'll just do what I always do and try to obscure the seams here with some bushes, and then, you gotta throw some large bushes. Keep them reasonably scattered. You gotta throw some purple bushes in there. Everybody knows that. If you guys don't ride Jude Law in 2004, you clearly do not. Yes! Read GQ, in which he was voted sexiest man in the world, probably. I don't know. I just respect him because, he's done well for himself despite male pattern baldness. There's not enough of us out there, goddammit. So whenever one of us makes it big, we gotta stick together. Actually, almost looks okay, I think, here. And people have made fun of my Planet Coaster scenery. But please don't, because I'm a sensitive boy, and I don't like when my ego is bruised. Look at that, we even we made a little vase there. Yeah, put a little red floral, that's too big. Put a little green leafy bush in there. Beautiful, what an exquisite piece of scenery. Now we just need an MLG montage. Oh, new scenery! He's done it! It's the biggest black hole in the history of Dota 2. Alright, how's this going? 100%. Prestige rating is actually surprisingly good here. And honestly, we're making space over here. Anybody using this ATM? 23 people lifetime. It's not that bad considering we just placed it. Gulpy Slush 5 is making money. We're at the park's making money. Happiness is at a ridiculous high. Oh, we do have a new roller coaster that's been revealed to us in the research menu. We may be approaching the end of research. Oh, it looks like there's one more. Rage Coaster. I don't know what any of these things are anymore. Highly versatile, sure. Why not? And of course, we're just doing the delicate balance here. We got 8,000 guests. Everybody's pretty pleased. Some people are stepping in sick. The queue for Underground Worm Colony is full. What? I'm charging $30 for that damn roller coaster. People are in love with it. Made $5,000 last month. Oh no, it's only a $17 roller coaster. Okay, it's $20 now. I have no idea why it's so popular, but that's awesome. Please do enjoy it. We do have some staff to promote, I think. 97.3. I would prefer if we were higher than that, but we'll get there. We'll get there in time. So we do have everybody fully promoted on the entertainer side. So far, so good on janitors. Low work happiness is always a bad sign. Our information vendor will just never be happy, so I'm just throwing money into a pit when I train them, but it's better than having to, like, you know, actually look at who's being paid and who's not. I mean, we could just remove the information booth and replace it with, like, a fucking water shop. People would lose their damn minds. They'll be like, oh, it looks like it's too full. Yeah, you know what? Why have we waited so long to do this? Look, it's not you, it's me. I'm just joking. It's, like, definitely you. Shops and facilities. Throw down a, I don't know. People love Pipshot juice, dude. Everybody's... Oh, no! They tricked me into going into the boobily zone. And the door kappa doing something wimpy tentacle. People are gonna go crazy over that, dude. Just watch it. Just revel in the hypnotic motion. Beautiful. Look at the kids are going crazy. Everybody loves a boobily. Pipshot juice is gonna take off, guaranteed. Okay, how do we do this month? $2 grand, not that bad. Spending a lot on construction. Jude Law in 2004 is actually functioning here. Are we going to build another roller coaster on this episode? Well, what's our new challenge? Achieve a monthly profit from coasters of 17,000. That's a lot. What if I... sorry, I paused the game, but it takes 10 minutes to pause it because of all this shit we've got on screen right now. What if we ran a roller coaster that intercepted this one and made use of all this empty space here? It's gonna be really tough to get it to work, but I'm thinking in theory, like if we have like a hyper coaster, comes down here, you know, it comes up, it goes super high. We could possibly fit in the world's tightest overbanked turn right here. Get it to come, like, you know, bleed some speed. Throw in, like, a helix up in this direction and then come back around. At this point, we're building this shit because, like, there's no reason for us not to. Like, building coasters right now is the most fun part of the game, and it's really risk-free if we're being honest. So, like, let's look at some of the new stuff. We just got... Not the Enigma. What did we just get? Not the Stingray, although that is recent. The Giga, right? Chain lift cannot invert for adults and teens only. This is a more family-friendly section of park. That's never stopped me before, though. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. Send it down this way with a drivetrain. Let's start it off this way with a drivetrain, I mean to say. But we also, I want the station to be in a different direction. So first, like this, okay. Put that down there. Hear me out. It's gonna seem a little funky at first. Still made $4 grand that month. Nothing wrong with that. Go back to the station. Enter right, exit right. Yes, correct. Now, utilities. Drivetrain. Drive tires. Whatever. Is it the same thing? I never know. With you Brits. If drivetrain and drive tires are the same thing. I'm not, you know, perturbed by it either way. You did invent the language. I should show you some respect. Hopefully that's... Well, I mean, oh, no. Stop that. We'll start the test. Hopefully that's not bad on nausea. I mean, I assume that it wouldn't be. I mean, they're just going around a corner here. Yeah, nausea is like 0. Excitement's a little weak. I think that's fair. Underground worm colony is broken down, so kiss your profit this month goodbye. And it's a Giga Coaster. I'm not familiar too much with, you know, Greek and Latin prefixes, but I'm fairly confident that Giga is a Latin prefix that means big as hell. So we're gonna get it over like that. That's gonna be our climb. And obviously, in order to not have excitement be horrible, we're gonna have to amp up the speed of the chain. Okay. So you know what I'm thinking? Drop, vertical loops, set them up, open up shop. A, O, that's the Rough Riders roll. Come up here, back to the top. What if we gave him just like a nasty drop? 81 degrees. And we can't drop him at 81 degrees forever. That's just ridiculous. We'll drop him there like 3 times. And then start to level him out a little bit close. That's probably going to be like some nasty G-forces there. There's the overbank turn. And then if we can throw in, like... I wonder if the excitement's going to be too low here. Why are you stopped there? What have I done? It's like a half roller coaster car. Wait a minute. That's not even a chain lift. No wonder it was so cheap. That's all chain lift. There we go. We could level them out a little bit more slowly. This is one of the ones where I'm building it right now and I'm like, the fear is going to be through the fucking roof. I want to throw out, like, not a helix down. That would be ridiculous. But, yeah, a helix up to the right, sure. Extended as wide as is possible. And we'll just see how they feel about this right now. Oh, my God. What is your problem? Should be chain lifts as far as the eye can see, dude. I think that is all chain lifts. So I know that they're going to be displeased with that first drop. It's remarkable how a lot of my roller coasters have seemingly similar elements, but I assure you it's just coincidence. Alright, they're making it around. They're making their way downtown, walking fast, stations passing their homebound. Can we actually amp up the speed on the... Oh, God, that was a mistake. Can we amp up the speed, $5 rebate at least, on the drive tires? No. What are you doing, interface? Banking offset. I don't even know what that means. Let's be realistic. Sure, go 8 miles an hour and accelerate at a faster pace. Just so they spend less time in the drive tire section here. Yes, start test. Okay, let's do it. So we spent about $130 million on this roller coaster and nothing has happened so far. No, targets, don't you ever do this to me. This makes no sense. You know what? Sure, you got me. Why don't you just go up the fucking hill? I'm sorry. My language got away from me there. That's no excuse. Excuse me, brain. If you could possibly manually add a chain lift here. Look at, we've almost gotten that one car all the way up there. Now it's like a race against time. Can I build the chain lift fast enough? I'll tell you straight up, there's zero chance. One last chain lift. I don't know why it wasn't working all at once, but... Alright, are people going to crap their pants when they go on this ride? I mean, I do want it to evoke fear, but I don't want it to be so fearful that they don't even want to ride it. So they go over the top. Oh, that excitement is ridiculous. The fear gets quite high. Yeah, the fear is too much. Then the nausea is too much. So that's easy enough. To simplify things, delete. Delete. Use some trim brakes. And then, you'd be surprised. There we go. You'd be surprised. One trim brake section, followed by a very large helix up to the right, might actually be enough to quell fear and nausea. But they're gonna be going pretty fast when I hit the bottom here. Hopefully the trim brakes don't, you know, take their fucking balls out through the back of their jeans. Because that'd be weird, right? We'd be like cleaning up balls all the time. That's not what I signed up for. I wanted to run an amusement park, not do like testicular cleanup. Doesn't make any sense. I think that this will function. What we do need, though, is more trim brakes. So have them go back up at speed 3. I would just like fear to not be in, like, the super red. And this is making use of a lot of empty space that we created with our wooden roller coaster, which would be nice to be a little bit more optimal in the way that we approach things in the park. So is that like a general rule of thumb that we can use here? Like every set of trim brakes like reduces the fear by 1 on this, at least on this coaster, during the most, you know, difficult of all elements here. Climb it real quick. All right, let's see. Vertical loops are like cheating, dude. People love them. They induce very little nausea, surprisingly. Well, let's be real. Like, it's still bad. We could even throw in a trim brake on the way down. I mean, at this point, we're slowing them down so much, it's like, why even ride the freaking roller coaster? But if this is all it takes to get our stats in a better position, fine by me. And it probably has the steepest drop in the park, I think. Doesn't have to beat Yankee Doodle stats. Underground Worm Colony's already hidden Yankee Doodle where it hurts in the pocketbook. I love seeing that excitement at level 14. Alright, so they stay in the yellow on Fear here. They do get into the red on Nausea. But they green out as they come up to the top of this, which is beautiful. Okay, so I like that a lot. Now I think we can start building off of that. So we do want to level them out. I make that mistake on occasion. And now that they're leveled out, we're honestly just going to drop them again. And we're going to drop them again because we're pretty close to throwing in this overbanked turn. Which we want to kind of be... Well, you know, if you can drop them right in between this, that's fine. Or we could do something like this. Like, they're going to be going super fast, but we can try. You know, bend them around the corner a little bit here. I would advise against that. That seems stupid. How are you guys liking the ride right now? Where are you at? You're in the green. You come out over the top here. I just want to make sure you're not crapping your pants when you come over this next section. If you can even make it, which you cannot. Okay. Well, you know what? Good to know. So you come out after this. You cannot afford to rise. You have to drop immediately. And 45 degrees seems fine there. Well, we're not going to be able to get as much juice out of the overbanked turn as I was hoping for. But if they're happy with it, I'm happy with it. So let's see. If we can just drop them... I don't really want to drop them through this. Like, I'd rather... this pivot just slightly. It doesn't want to, though. Like, I want it to come out straight here. Not through the middle of that thing. How are they doing? They're still climbing right now? They're going to be able to make it over this. That's just physics. If we throw in like a half helix up to the left, and then an overbank turn to the left, that's going to put them like... that's going to do like a 360. That's not really what we're looking for. Okay, so they come over here. They hit all greens. Not forever, but for you know, a decent interval. And then they shouldn't get too scared. I mean, this is a basic drop. In fact, they kind of lose excitement there. So it would be nice to throw in an element that's a little bit more exciting. I mean, we could throw in a smaller overbank turn, but everyone's going to lose their freaking minds. Well, let's do some very basic physics. The overbank turn cannot be larger than this peak. So this is actually maybe as good as it gets right now. So, what if we did like standard track, bank them, and move them. And then level them out. And then throw in the overbank turn. Do we still have space? Nah, and it's honestly like not even really that close. So what about like that? I mean, the overbank turn to the right almost makes more sense, but I'd really like them to come back over this existing section here. I mean, the stats on that are pretty good. Nausea gets a little bit worse as they come down here. Okay, I think we're just gonna have to accept, like, that probably we're gonna have to deviate from our initial plan. And that's okay. We'll throw in an overbank turn to the left. Sometimes it likes to pivot, sometimes it doesn't. Is it because it's starting on a bank? I don't think so. Alright, I don't know, dude. What if we did a figure of 8 helix to the left? They're not going to be able to make it up that, unfortunately. But it is cooler. Alright, so an overbank turn it is. And approximately that size seems for the best. Alright. Well, we could do some cool stuff. Like, send them around through here, you know? As long as the nausea doesn't get too bad, I think we could be content with this. And they've got them straight. It's a fairly ambitious coaster by my standards, because it is intersecting fairly heavily with this wooden coaster. We obviously have to, like, get it over this section here. And honestly, I kind of just want to auto-complete them after this point. But it's probably going to need some trim breaks in there. Or people are going to be getting nosebleeds as they come around here. Alright, where's the test at right now? Where's the test at? Okay, we make money this month? We made money this month. I like that we're at this level with our park where we can just set it and forget it. Alright, so they come down at 15 excitement. Ridiculous. They do get afraid, but the fear subsides fairly quickly. The nausea, peaks for a minute, but now we're back in the greens as we come around this, and the ride gets substantially more gentle. Gives you a little drop, gets your excitement back in the green. You get a little afraid, but not so much as to be, troubled. You get back in the green right there. In fact, you spend a lot of time in the all greens here. Nausea does not get too bad in that section. Excitement kind of peters out up here. Yeah, it would be best to speed that section up. And then, of course, let's see. Let's see what the stats look like. It's in the greens! First try! It's a perfect 10. Okay, what's this coaster called? Rage 1? Nah, dude, this is Big Blue. I can't believe it. We've done it. It seems fairly fast. Which I always like. So where do people get? They get off from here, they get on here. So we'll put the entrance here and the exit here. Again, we're trying to be more efficient with the way that we get that set up. This queue is very easy. So to be honest, we should have a priority pass set up. Even though we don't have an information booth. Wait, let's do it like this. Even though we don't have an information booth, we should, perhaps ironically, prioritize the priority pass. Dare I say, like, I make some boneheaded decisions in this game, but our coaster design is not necessarily uniformly awful. We messed up that King the Ka knockoff pretty, like, rigorously. But apart from that, like, Let the Good Times Roll is a pretty solid coaster, I think. Underground Worm Colony's crushing it. Stealth, I think that stealth is underrated within our park itself. There you go, check that out. Just open it up, dude. And we do need an exit, obviously. Operations, enable priority pass, place priority pass entrance, place priority pass exit. I know we don't have any information booths right now, but the idea is we will fix this at some point. Maybe even by opening a priority pass booth close to this ride. I don't know, maybe the stats aren't good enough to sell priority passes all by itself. I think that's unrealistic. Like, one ride can sell priority passes. If you go to, like, a Disney park, you can buy a priority pass for specific rides. Alright, Q rating, obviously garbage, but I'm interested to see how people like this. 7,900 people. I would like to unlock, like, another research slot, if possible. And I don't expect this ride to be absurdly popular because of the fact that, or absurdly profitable because of the fact that, it only has one car. But I respect it either way. You know that if you're riding Big Blue, you got to expect that the fair is nearby. You know if you're riding Big Blue, there's a loot tent. You know there's going to be market stalls over there. Don't act like you've never seen the ads. There might be a market stall there. There might be a market stall that looks nearly identical, footsteps away. That might take you to a 100% Q rating all by itself. How do you like that? Alright, I would like to see people walking over in this general direction. You don't get to ride Big Blue for $10. It's a $15 ride. It's a premium ride at a premium price, okay? This is a kind of ride that only appeals to a niche audience, and as a result, we have to price it a little higher in order to make our money. And if you don't like it, Napoleon, you can leave. You're getting $200. Janitors. You're stoked? Relatively stoked. Entertainers? Loving life. That's what I like to see. You know what? We'll even get a new entertainer in here. Tiki Chiki, the god of spice. Welcome to the fucking show. Things are okay here. You just got the job 2 seconds ago, buddy. Don't get lost on me. I can't go on Big Blue. I've run out of money. The queue for Jude Law in 2004 is too long for me? Was quite ironic because, you know, nobody saw Sky Captain in the World of Tomorrow when it originally came out, so that's a bummer. We got people coming over here, though. I don't know if it's okay for this dude to have his head on fire. Like, that seems like that could be a bit of an issue. I just want to see people using the ATM. Oh, hell yeah, boys. Cha-ching! What is that haircut, my man? Your parents let you do this to yourself? Don't even get me started on the camo shorts, but the haircut. You're freaking me out, you Justin Timberlake wannabe? Hey, yep. Alright. Making money. Make it. Let the good times roll is making ridiculous money. Underground Worm Colony is my other, you know, gotta check it here. Only made $2 grand last month, but it was out of commission for a while. What are you doing there? You just got stuck on the corner? I do want to see how our newfound vendors are working out, just to make sure they're still making money. I don't even have to look at this one. People are going to that juicery. That's a non-issue. But then the one that we put up in the information booth. You functional? 45 customers last month, but you lost money. But I think that's okay. Dare we put down another information booth? It's like they pre-programmed it. This game is like anti-capitalist propaganda, man. The fact that people will never go on the priority pass, or never buy a priority pass, is just downright insulting. Obviously, I forgot we gotta ride our own coaster here. What a wonderful park. That's what everybody's thinking. I don't even have to look at their thoughts. Launch me. Launch me, daddy. Oh, look at that. It looks like that canine unit has a freaking UFO sticking out of its butt. That's how you know the attention to detail in this park. Look at all the moving parts. It's wonderful. You can see Underground Worm Colony, Green Miracle, Tower of Terror. In the background there's Solaire's Trampoline and the Vomit Cannon that results as a result of that. Obviously there's Yankee Doodle there. No supports on the coaster. That's, you know, how modern it is. Jude Law in 2004. You can catch a little glimpse of the queue for... oh, are we going? Launch us. Launch us! I think we gotta wait till it's half full. Cosmic Cow Milkshakes 32 is closed. When the Cosmic Cow Milkshakes are closing, you know, like, you've fucked up the industry somehow. Because that is, like, static. There is never any change in demand for Cosmic Cow Milkshakes. I'm pretty pleased with this coaster. It was, like, by far the easiest development time I've ever had. Building a coaster. It just, you know, 15, 20 minutes, it was just good to go. So we'll ride it, end the episode, and continue our quest towards 10K people in the park, which is a goal that I think is fairly realistic. If only I could have more marketing. Because we could get 10,000, like, next episode, I think. Alright, so we come over the 81-degree drop here. That's pretty exciting. It really slows you down there, but that's good. Keeps you from throwing up. Get banked, son. Okay, we did straighten them out, which is important. This lady's gonna lose her watch. She keeps holding it out like that. Real sense of danger. Yeah, that is actually like you're passing through the Tesseract. I hate that. But listen to the people. They're so happy. Kind of a novel way to draw people off, too, you know? It's a nice little 8G stop. Brings your eyeballs out through your eye sockets like that lady on Guinness Book of World Records TV show. Okay, we're up over 8K again. How do people feel about this ride? I want to go on Big Blue. How did you guys feel? I was inside of your head. I'm going on Big Blue while the queue is short. I barely queued at all. The queue was fast. I didn't have to queue long. Honestly, I'm pretty pleased with this. I'll get that one uploaded to the Steam Workshop. But for now, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.